Hey there, Soulshine. It's Michelle here, and I am inviting you to wake up and live. I wanted to talk about blind spots and the blind spots we have in our mindset, especially or having a abundant mindset. I'm like, what's the opposite of scarcity? Okay, so that was a kind of a not a blind spot. That was a deaf spot. I wasn't hearing her. Just kidding. So before I tell you about that, let me quickly tell you editing videos for the retreat and taking and muffling dog sounds, very interesting. Getting a web page so that you can have just certain people who purchase a certain product be able to see the web page. More interesting. I have a workaround. It is not fantastic, but it will do until I can get another workaround. So if you were interested in my retreat, even if you're a guy, hey, if you want to hear the messages that we had, I am almost ready to have the page live with one of the presentations as well as a welcome message. I got to make the welcome message first. But I got the web page set up, so I'm really excited about that. And I've got the things set up. I'm charging, I'm requesting $13 to watch the 6 presentations, and which really truly, considering some of the plans I have for the page, that's a super steal. You get to come hear some super fantastic people. So if you're interested, you can find that at events.com/AWW, which stands for no, I don't know what it stands for. It was a silly little thing. It was supposed to be AWR, and it didn't come out right. And it's perfect the way it is, because now every time I look at it, I just think, it's a retreat. So the link to my page or my website is in the description box, and then if you just put the /AWW at the end, or if you use the menu and drop down to the second annual women's retreat, you will find that page. Okay, now that I've taken up a few of your minutes talking about things that have nothing to do with our blind spot, let's talk about the blind spot. So let's talk about this. I recently met somebody who is a powerful manifester. Okay, everybody I meet is a powerful manifester. Some of us are conscious about it, and some of us are unconscious about it, and most of us who are conscious about it still have blind spots. So this was a blind spot that she had. She is very aware of what she, the consciousness of being careful what you say and things like that. But sometimes we say and do things without thinking about it. So she told us a story about how every day she would be doing this walk and she'd see her neighbor's huge tree, and she'd just stand in this one spot and she would just see how it was falling apart and that it was going to split and break. And then she would joke about, like, if it falls on my car, I can get a new car and all these different kinds of things. But she was also creating that her car was safe, and it was really interesting. So the tree split. Now, why do I consider that a blind spot? Well, here's the thing about visualization. It is so powerful. She could have been standing there and visualizing that her neighbors took care of the tree, came down and chose to prune it or cut it or take care of it so that it didn't fall. And she could have been visualizing that. My neighbors see this tree, it's got a problem, and they're going to do what they can to resolve it. They're going to make sure it doesn't split. Probably not saying that, but they're going to take care of it. And they're going to take care of this branch so that this tree is good and healthy and that everybody is safe. So she could have visualized that, but because she had a blind spot, she wasn't even aware. She wasn't even aware that she was actually helping it to split. So we do those kind of things all of the time. We say things without even thinking about it. I know that there's a lot of times that I'll say things and then sometimes I'll catch myself and be like, oh my gosh, that came out of my mouth. Whoops. Sometimes I don't even ever catch it. Sometimes somebody else will catch it and I'm like, did I really say that? We have these blind spots. Um, so how can we become aware of them? One of the things that you can do is ask the universe, God, the angels, your higher power, ask, hey, please gently and gracefully show me where I am blind to what I am creating. Please open my eyes to see so that I may change it. And then when you become aware of it, you can change it. So I noticed that one of the areas that I'm super blind about has been some of the things I say about money and business. And so I'm asking to be aware of those so that I can become aware and change them. So you can do the same thing. We are, I think, I'm not going to say all conscious creators do this, but as you are coming into it, you can become very aware in some areas, but a lot of people aren't completely aware. Um, the other thing is, I recently reviewed a book, and it was kind of a joke book about scarcity mindset. It was based off of, and it was really interesting to look through there because I have been highly aware of where scarcity mindset plays in on actual finances. But I kind of have only been half aware of how scarcity mindset plays in relationships. I mean, like, I know um, that you can focus on the positive or the negative, but I wasn't labeling it scarcity mindset. And so I wasn't aware that I was being scarce in an area of my life. There are things that you do in your home, there are things that you keep in your home because you have a scarcity mindset. Maybe not you. There are people that keep things in their homes because of a scarcity mindset. Um, there's this fear of letting something go because what if you need it and you don't have the money to buy it? That's scarcity mindset. So, awareness of scarcity mindset and your blind spots can be becoming aware that you were doing things like this lady with the tree. She was visualizing it happening. One of the areas that I have to constantly catch myself on because I seem to have quite a bit of fear about accidents on the freeway. And so I will begin to imagine what's going to happen in these accidents. And I'm like, oh, crud, I'm doing it again. And I will do what I can to cancel and delete it. And I haven't quite figured out where um, the deepest trigger is to that because I would really love to have it gone. Probably comes from like near accidents and accidents that happened when I was really little or something. Um, it's pretty crazy to become aware that you're doing that kind of thing. But some people will allow those little visions to go through their minds, not even realizing that's a part of manifesting, and it's a blind spot because they're like it's happening and they're not even aware it's happening. When I catch myself doing that, I stop. And then I do things like cancel and delete and prayers to clear up the energy, things like that. So, just some thoughts, just something for you to think about. Just asking the universe and asking God and asking your angels and your higher self and all those powers to bring that awareness to you in a gentle way. Hey, would you please gently let me know? Um, with grace and ease what it is that I am being blind about in my manifesting. That's my message for today. I'm kind of feeling, I'm not feeling scattered. That's not the word for it today. What am I feeling? Kind of a little bit overwhelmed and stressed because I was hoping to have be a lot farther on my videos for the retreat from last Saturday, the replays for that. And so it's kind of stressing me because there's like so many other things. There's family things and things for myself that are kind of going a little bit neglected as I'm putting so much effort on this. So I'm feeling a little stressed, and I'm hoping that that's not coming across too badly in my video. Remember, everybody, to let your soul shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. Be the incredible you that you were created to be, and ask to see your blind spots so that you can stop them. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. There we go. No, I said stop.